Konnichiwa, Nihon no mina. Colaps da yo. Tadaima. I just came back from a long trip in Japan, 1 month exactly, and I was there mainly because I entered the Grand Beatbox Battle 2023 in the tag team and crew categories. I will release a full video dedicated to my Grand Beatbox Battle experience, but in the meantime, I want to talk about my trip in Japan, show you a different side of what I experienced apart from beatboxing basically. So GBB was about a week, something like this, and after we took some holidays, we stayed a bit in Tokyo. We checked the Tokyo Tower, so it felt a little bit like home. I checked for my personal knowledge, and the Tokyo Tower is about 333 meters, and the Eiffel Tower is a bit smaller, it's 330 meters. Then we went to Shiba Park, and it was the first time that we checked a temple since we arrived, so I was pretty excited. We entered inside and there was a ceremony. This place was so mystical and the atmosphere was also really beautiful. I really enjoyed the experience. Of course, you can't film inside, but it's something for the memory, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. On the way back home, I found a place named like me, so I took a funny picture, and later I talked with Afura-sama. And he told me that he already played beatbox inside this venue. So that was a pretty funny coincidence. I hope I can play there one day. That would be my life achievement. After Tokyo, we went to Yokohama, but I was very sick. Like most of people after GBB, I heard that many were super sick. I'm not too sure what it was, to be honest. I just felt really bad for 1 day. But then I could visit Yokohama, so we went to Chinatown. We also have a Chinatown in Paris, very different, so it was funny to see both sides. We also saw the giant Gundam robot. That was really impressive. We could see it from distance already, and the closer you get, the more you realize how big it actually is, and it's moving, so really impressive. Then we spent some time in Yamashita Park. We also did the red brick and we ended up in Cosmo World. I couldn't do all the Jetto Costa. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I did something softer, which is Cosmo Kuroku Nijuichi. Cosmo Kuroku Nijuichi. Yeah, that's the name, yes. It was a nice and soft experience, and it offers a view on Yokohama at night, and it was really beautiful. I really enjoyed that. A few days later, we went back to the center of Tokyo and we did some jazz bars. Takusan fuku o kaimashita. I'm gonna show you. So we went to second-hand shops and I found those beautiful pieces. Really soft textures. This one and this one. Also bought a jacket. I think this is my favorite jacket now. So nice, so much pockets and things you can do with it, so yeah, really sick. And I bought this pant, but I bought it in Kyoto. It was a bit later, this one. We were in Tokyo for Halloween time, so it was the moment to party a lot, because it's the right time to do it. So that's what we did for a few days actually. Going to sleep super late, waking up super late, and start all over again. We still visited Team Lab Planets, so the whole experience must be done barefoot, and you go through several rooms, and each time it's a different kind of art, but that you experience with your body, with your senses basically. And I do have to say that it was such an amazing experience. I think each room was more amazing than the previous one. Really crazy experience. If you are in Tokyo and have the chance to do that, I really recommend it, because it takes you to like a magical place and it makes you reflect a lot on yourself and makes you want to do crazy things, because it's so inspiring basically. So if you can do it, do it. Then we moved out of Tokyo and we went to Kyoto. So we took the Shinkansen. Konnichiwa, Fuji-san. Yeah, it was the first time that I saw the Mount Fuji this close, and I must say that it's way more impressive than I thought, because it's just one big mountain in the middle of nowhere almost, you know? So it feels like it's even bigger. Yeah, really crazy and beautiful mountain. I will definitely have to come back to check Fuji-san closer. Then we arrived around 5 p.m. to Kyoto and we were sleeping in a little traditional house. But the first thing that we did is go straight to sleep because we were so tired. Too much partying in Tokyo, and yeah, it was only 5 p.m. but we went to sleep at this time and just slept for 12 hours. So we woke up at around 5 a.m. and with my friend we decided to go check out the sunrise in Kyoto. Hopefully the weather was amazing, super nice conditions, everything was reunited to have an amazing morning basically. So we went outside and we started walking a bit randomly. We just check on maps and we see that, oh, there is like a little park over there, nature. Let's check it out. Maybe we can have a little view of the sunrise, something like this. So we start walking with my friends and we follow some old ladies and we thought, they must know the cool spots early in the morning. So we started following them and we started to see a lot of temples. We crossed a bridge, saw some temples in distance, and we just followed our intuition from that moment, you know. We ended up starting to climb a little hill. That hill transformed bit by bit into a mountain. We were a bit lost, to be honest. We saw some bamboo forest. We continued. Then we saw some shrines. I think you call them tori in Japanese. So we saw 1 shrine, 2 shrines, 3 shrines, then 100. We continued and there was more and more shrines on the way. And without knowing it, we ended up in the middle of Fushimi Inari Taisha, which is one of the top spots in Kyoto, I believe. So the coincidence was crazy. I think this is my most memorable visit from Japan because we didn't go there with the intention to visit this place. We just ended up here randomly by choosing random path, following old ladies, then temples in the distance, let's go, a hill, let's go, and then Fushimi Inari Taisha. So it was amazing because also no one was there. It was super early in the morning and the whole place was almost only for us. So it really felt magical and I think it's my most memorable memory of the places that I visited in Japan. Anyways, the next days in Kyoto were pretty chill. We saw, of course, a lot of temples. We also visited the bamboo forest in Arashiyama, magical place, but too much tourists for me. So I think I didn't pick the right moment to go next time. We did some jazz bars again. They are my favorite places in Japan, I think. I just love the vibe there. And I also tried onsen for the first time in Kyoto. Okay, so maybe for Japanese people it's in the culture and normal to get naked in onsen, but in France we don't have onsen and people don't get naked like this usually. So when I arrived in the locker room and I see that everyone around me is starting to take off clothes, okay, so I guess it's now that I have to. Yeah, and it was really hard, to be honest. I was really shy at the beginning, so I took everything off. I did it, and after 5 minutes, it was okay. It was a funny experience, I have to say. But then you realize that everyone's the same, so my shyness went away basically, and I was able to enjoy the onsen fully. There was like jacuzzi, sauna, ice bath, hot springs, of course. It was an amazing experience actually, and I want to do it again next time I go to Japan because I really enjoyed it. After Kyoto, it was time to go to Nagoya for the Japan Cup. It was awesome to see a huge part of the Japanese beatbox community. There was really nice battles, showcases, good vibes. Everything was nice. I can't wait to see all of these people perform internationally. They have a lot to show and they can do really well. Gambate! Thank you so much to Rinka and Momimaru for organizing the event. I was really honored to be here and just enjoyed the event. So thank you for the experience. The last part of my trip was back again in Tokyo, close to Akihabara. This last week was more chill, so we went to some jazz bars again with River this time. We did some arcades together. No! We tried Shirako,
but I really hope they sounded well.
So as you can see, it was pretty hard for us to eat it. I think I could get used to it, but I would need to eat it a few more times before it happens. So I will try to force myself. We also had amazing food thanks to Nice Takashi, aka Nice Death Master. We did a yakiniku restaurant, a kaiseki restaurant, and an izakaya. Every of them were so good. So amazing. Yeah, just beyond imagination how good food can taste in those places. So, arigatou gozaimasu. I also shot a music video for my newest beatbox solo track, so look forward to that as well. Thank you so much to CLP, aka City Lights Productions, for filming and helping us at the last minute. Thank you. And that brings us to the end of my trip in Japan. Nihon ga daisuki desu. Nihon wa saikou desu. It was very hard to leave Japan, but I know that I will come back soon again. Minna, YouTube に戻れて嬉しいよ。ありがとうございました。またね。